Hi everybody, this is Mike Lund, and I'm here to show you how easy it is to put up, as they say, or pickle, can. We've got some really simple ingredients here, and I'm going to show you all at home how easy you can do this. I've got some cucumbers, the smaller pickling variety. I nipped them off underneath the blossom because there's an enzyme underneath the blossom that can cause our pickles to sog as they sit in the brine. And then I also have some carrots from my garden. Beautiful carrots. I just scrubbed them really clean. They have nice thin skins, and I cleaned up around the back of the greens with the backside of a paring knife. Each of these I put in a saltwater brine. It's about 4 cups of water to 4 tablespoons of salt, and that's cold water. Just enough. Make sure you whisk around and dissolve the salt. And I put them in the refrigerator for 12 hours. That's going to help keep them crispy. It's also going to season. They go for their long shelf life in the brine. If I forget to mention it later, after you do all this, let your pickles sit for at least 2 weeks to develop flavors. So, with any cooking, it's extremely important to have, in the industry we call our mise en place in order. When it comes to canning, pickling, putting up, whatever you want to call it, it's even more essential because it's really not that hard, but it takes space and it takes organization. So I have my mise en place, my ingredients here. We've talked about the cucumbers and the carrots. I have some dill sprigs. I have some Scotch bonnet peppers. We're going to throw in a couple of them. And I have some garlic. I have my jars sanitized, ready to go. I have my pot that we're going to put our liquid in. I have 2 cups of water, 2 cups of vinegar, and we're going to measure out 2 tablespoons of pickling salt. What's the difference between pickling salt and regular salt? What a wonderful question there at home. Pickling salt does not have anti-caking agents in it. The only thing in pickling salt is salt. It's finer, it dissolves easy. If you're going to use regular old kosher salt, make sure you have a salt such as Diamond Crystal, because Diamond Crystal does not have any caking agents in it, and it's my favorite salt. This is Morton's pickling salt. It's nice and fine. I have it on hand, so that's what we're going to use. One other important thing I should mention, I have my lids in the hot water that I boiled them in for 10 minutes, ready to go here as well. Okay, so 2 cups of vinegar, 2 cups of water, and 2 tablespoons of pickling salt. Put that on a high flame. Just want to bring that to a boil. So while that's happening, we can start to ready our jars. So I'm going to put a clove of garlic in each. Then I'm going to put a couple sprigs of dill in each. And one more ready just in case. And then, because not everybody likes spicy food, I do, but just because you like spicy food doesn't mean that your guest or your mother who's coming over for dinner does. So I like to have some spicy, some not spicy. So I've got some Scotch bonnet peppers here, super hot. I'm going to drop 1 in for cucumber, and I'm going to drop 1 in for some carrots. Right. So with these jars, you can sanitize them in a hot water bath, boiling them for 10 minutes, or if you know you're going to be doing a whole lot, you could just run them in your dish machine. Which when I know I'm having big canning days, that's what I like to do. So, you can see I'm just sticking these down. Look at that. If you have one big guy like this, it's not going to fit. It's not a big deal. It doesn't hurt to have a slice in there. This one will not be as crisp as the others, but it will still taste delicious. There it goes. Okay, cucumbers are real. Carrots. I love pickled carrots. The natural sweetness of carrots pairs nicely with the pickling vinegar. It's a happy thing in my opinion, especially the spicy ones. And these are just really nice. Sometimes I will cook with these, make soups and stuff, but these are really great if you're having a dinner party or having people over, and just put some pickled vegetables out, some olives and such. It's a nice little change from the norm, especially if you do it in the winter when people are yearning for something fresh and crisp that came from a summer garden. Okay, so carrots ready, cucumbers ready. Bringing this to a boil. Not quite there yet, but almost. I've got my pitcher over here because it's going to make things safer and easier for me. If you're like me and you cook in sandals, be careful. The liquid has come to a full boil. It's still at a raging boil as far as heat is concerned. We have our jars all packed up, ready to go. And now we're just going to pour our liquid until it gets to be about a ½ inch from the top. And my canning pot is on it at a full boil as well. So everything's coming together. Pitcher makes this really easy. And as I mentioned before, all of our lids are here, sanitized, ready to go. If you're able to, try not to touch the bottoms. The sides and the tops aren't a big deal, but the bottom part, the red rubber, is what forms the seal. And you want to try and leave that be. The screw tops don't much matter. Important to remember here, with the twist tops, you don't want to tighten them yet. Okay, you don't want to tighten them all the way. You want the seal to happen without the twist top being all the way down. So I'm just doing it like finger tight here, and then after it comes out in cooking, you can tighten them all the way. Okay. We have the canning rack. Get all these positioned on here. Our pot is at a boil. That's why these canning racks have these nifty handles. And I'm going to drop these down. And we'll let them go for 10 minutes. Oh my heavens, can you believe it's been 10 minutes again already? Alright. So, we're going to reach down. Be careful doing this. Don't wear sandals. Things happen, things break, jars fall over, handles snap. Just be careful. Okay, there we are. These have been in the boiling water. The water was up about 1 inch over them for 10 minutes. Yes. I have these nifty little guys here that are good for moving. The hot jars. just transfer them to a towel or a wooden surface. And you're going to want to let the jar sit out now and cool completely, undisturbed. Pretty soon after taking it out, you'll start hearing that ding, which is the beautiful sweet sound of canning success. But let them cool completely here. Don't mess with them. Don't go turning them upside down. Don't let your kids play with them because they are hot. And just let them sit. I usually, as a rule, I let everything chill and sit overnight. I'll put it away the next morning. So, that's it. Cucumbers, carrots, pickled, canned, put up. It was nothing. Half hour of work. This is Mike Lund. Thank you so much.